Oops, they did it again. It seems like no one listens to the Spider-Man producer Amy Pascal when she warns every Spider-Man movie on-screen couple not to date in real life. Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, and now the story repeats itself because Zendaya and Tom Holland are obviously dating. So what exactly did Amy Pascal tell the new Spidey couple, and why she never wanted any of Peter Parker's and MJ's to date in real life? We are going to break it down for you in a bit, but before we start, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Well, how many of you love amazing patterns, especially when it comes to celebs' love life? I bet pretty much everyone. Then you will love to know that there is a track record for the Spider-Man movies where the stars end up romantically involved. The pioneers were none other than Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst. They dated after playing Spider-Man and Mary Jane respectively in Sam Raimi's movies. The two played in films released between 2002 and 2007, and at the time, they had a brief romance while working on the first film. And Sam Raimi wasn't particularly impressed by the fact that they were dating, and he told Sydney Morning Herald in 2007, "I actually had some worries about that. They apparently began dating with each other. I think in the middle of the first movie, although I didn't know it at the time," he said. "They eventually broke up before the second movie. I was concerned they wouldn't get the same chemistry back, but it was just me worrying." Since then, it's become somewhat of a tradition for the Spider-Man romantic leads to make life imitate art. History repeated itself once again when Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone began dating while filming The Amazing Spider-Man in 2011. In his 2012 interview with MTV News, Andrew Garfield revealed he was super happy that Emma Stone was his co-star. "Those are the days I'd look forward to, for Peter as well, because Peter goes through some horrible stuff in the movie. There's some joy to be had when experiencing his first love," he said. In a Teen Vogue interview that year, the actor vividly recalled his first interaction with Emma Stone. "It was like I woke up when she came in," Andrew Garfield said, describing it as diving into whitewater rapids and having no desire to hang on to the side. "Throughout shooting, it was wild and exciting. I couldn't help but try to stay with her, keep pace with her, and not let her get away," he added. Even though it seems like the couple had an absolutely strong on-screen and real-life chemistry, the pair eventually split in 2015. However, it was so nice of Andrew Garfield when he continued to voice support for Emma Stone, telling Vanity Fair in 2017, "We care about each other so much, and that's a given. That's kind of this unconditional thing. I'm her biggest fan as an artist," he said later. As for the Spider-Man franchise producer, Amy Pascal, she revealed she warned Andrew and Emma that it was a bad idea to date because it can just complicate things, but they just ignored her. Well, the story repeated itself the third time, and now we have Zendaya and Tom Holland. Even though the two have never officially confirmed their relationship status, it is pretty clear that the two are in love. After Zendaya and Tom Holland were caught kissing in Tom's car, there was no doubt the actors are dating in real life. Fans were so happy when they saw the photos of Zay and Tom kissing, so one person tweeted, "How everyone is after seeing Zendaya and Tom Holland kissing." Another tweet was, "The way Tom Holland and Zendaya smiled at each other after kissing, they're so precious." Of course, fans were over the top, but Zendaya and Tom were not really happy that someone caught them. And in a cover story for GQ's Men of the Year issue, Tom Holland said that he and Zendaya sort of felt robbed of their privacy when paparazzi took photos of them. "One of the downsides of our fame is that privacy isn't really in our control anymore, and a moment that you think is between two people that love each other very much is now a moment that is shared with the entire world," he said. He also added, "I've always been really adamant to keep my private life private because I share so much of my life with the world anyway." Tom then said, "This isn't my story, it's our story, and we'll talk about what it is when we're ready to talk about it together." Tom and Zendaya are actually super lucky because they have really devoted fans who respect their privacy. One fan wrote, "I love Tom and Zendaya, of course, but I don't need to know personal details about their life, and I feel like this fandom should respect their privacy more." And we are pretty sure there are so many fans who think the same way. As for Zendaya, she also said her word. She told the publication, "Loving someone is a sacred thing and a special thing, and something that you want to deal with and go through and experience and enjoy amongst the two people that love each other." However, it seems that the couple cannot help but show each other small signs of love and affection. Recently, Zendaya posted 2 adorable snapshots on Instagram of Tom dressed up as Spider-Man. In the caption, she sweetly referred to him as "my Spider-Man." Then, in an interview with People, Tom spoke candidly about his plans for the near future, and fans are assuming he was talking about having future plans with Zendaya. He said, "I like children. I can't wait to be a father. I can and will wait, but I can't. If I'm at a wedding or at a party, I'm always hanging out at the kids' table. My father has always been a fantastic role model for me. That's something I believe I picked up from him. So I'm thinking of becoming a primary school teacher or anything along those lines." He also added, "I don't want to say goodbye to Spider-Man, but I feel like we might be ready to say goodbye to Spider-Man. I don't want to be responsible for holding back the next young person that comes in who deserves it just as much so." Fans were shocked, and one of them tweeted, "Tom Holland and Zendaya have been dating for a while because why is Tom suddenly talking about kids?" Well, the pair seems to be stronger than ever. But why then the Spider-Man franchise producer Amy Pascal didn't want them to date? It turns out Amy specifically asked Tom and Zendaya not to fall for each other before filming their first Spider-Man movie. In a new interview with the New York Times, Amy Pascal gave the co-stars the same advice she once gave Andrew Garfield and his now ex-girlfriend co-star Emma Stone. Her advice was motivated by the fact that it has already happened before and that it may affect the filming process not in the best way possible. Obviously, Amy Pascal wasn't comfortable enough with the fact that the story kept on repeating itself. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. The producer just hoped to break the pattern when it came to Tom Holland and Zendaya. "I took Tom and Zendaya aside separately when we first cast them and gave them a lecture. Don't go there, just don't, try not to," she told the NYT. "I gave the same advice to Andrew and Emma. It can just complicate things, you know? And they all ignored me." Ignored her indeed. The world without Tom Daya? No thank you. Can you imagine at least for a second that Zendaya and Tom Holland are not dating in real life? That's such nonsense, right? Just look how cute they are. Many fans are 100% convinced that Tom and Zendaya were meant to be together as they are so alike. One person tweeted, "Just Tom Holland and Zendaya sharing the same brain cell." Another fan tweeted, "Tom and Zendaya have more chemistry in 10-minute interviews than they've had in all 3 movies put together." And now I want to know your opinion. Can you imagine a world where Tom Holland and Zendaya are not dating? Are you happy that the franchise producer, Amy Pascal, didn't have her way? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you really like our content. See you in the next episode. Bye bye!